Cadbury mini eggs, which those actually are particularly good. They have a good texture. I'm pretty into those. So here's a one headlighter Gangstalker. You can see how they're coordinating with me through my, well, it's one brighter than the other one light. Then here are some, I think these are Gangstalker lights. They're kind of like bright LEDs. And this is just so fucking good, man. I'm so happy about this. You have no idea. This bike was a gift. And I started thinking, oh, great, it's not that comfortable. Oh, great, the range isn't even really better than my old e-bike. And for the money, I could have got something way better. I started to have those kind of thoughts. I started to shop what I should have got. Just torturing myself. And because this bike has brakes made for a 30-pound bike, when meanwhile this bike is 67 pounds. Whatever, railmen don't use brakes. I was fucking upset. And now that I've lowered the seat, that I've changed the handlebars, just the slightest amount of difference. It's like getting a shoe, but just one size bigger. It makes all the difference. And the fucking upright position of this, the slanted handlebars, the ergonomics of the Dutch swept back handlebars, it is so much superior in every single way. And the range of the double batteries, I could even get a battery bag on Kijiji, which is like the local classified ads, for $10, which is like $40 retail, which I don't think they work. But a battery bag is something to stop the fire if your battery catches fire. The real reason I would want a battery bag, though, is to put it on the back of my e-bike so I could travel with a spare battery so that I could get even more range. I wouldn't want to go faster either. That's the other thing about this bike. It's legal. It goes only, I can't, even if I could hack it, it's not powerful enough to go that fast. And yeah, it's pretty fun actually going fast, but why? Do you really need to go that fast? Wouldn't you rather be comfortable? I would. I'm happy on speed 3. And I can't even get over how comfortable it is. Oh my God. I'm on a fucking 13.5 inch wide seat. Should I go to Subway and get a sub? No, I don't have my wallet on me. It's a Saturday night. This just blows my mind, I'm telling you. So I give this bike a 10. Fucking, it hasn't ruined, I haven't lost my soul for having this bike. Soon I'm going to be having rear suspension for it. I think there's some skit playing Gangstalkers up here. Oh, I know where they're going, to the bars. Well, that would terrify me, actually. Probably because I'm a fag. I think. I don't know. It would really, actually, I'm only joking, but I'm actually not joking. I don't know why it would scare me, but it would absolutely scare me. Why would it scare me? Getting beat up, getting killed? Is that it? No, could that be it? Could that actually be it? And here I thought I was afraid of women. Well, that's an old trope. This guy, he fought in the war 3 times. He's seen people die. He's sprayed people with napalm. He was kidnapped behind enemy lines in a prison of war, torture. He was interrogated, but he's afraid to talk to a girl. That's a classic story, but he's afraid to talk to a girl. I always thought, maybe that's my truth, minus the, being a soldier. Okay, so basically my TLC tugger's falling off and I'm in public. That's not good. And the question is, should I stop and put it on? There's cameras everywhere. They'd get a shot of me reaching down my pants. That would happen. And I'd be like, well, I got circumcised as a baby. It's not my fault that I have to wear a device to help that. It's not my fault. But there's no one around, so maybe I should just adjust myself like some kind of total fucking weirdo pervert. You know what? Maybe I should just take it off. I don't know what to do. This is so fucked up. I literally have my hands down my pants. And I'm literally maneuvering my dick. Okay. There we go. Well, at least I'm not exposed anymore. And if you're not doing foreskin restoration, you don't really know what that means. You'll think of exposed as like my, like public nudity. That's not what it is. It's when the mucosal tissue is exposed to the air. That's really bad. That's what prevents you from ever having an orgasm. Plus having no slack. So I had my first orgasm when I was like 33, 34. Well, that was shocking. That was deeply shocking. And I instantly knew the impossibility of conveying to anyone circumcised that you have never had an orgasm. I instantly knew that you couldn't say that to them. They couldn't understand that. But there's many guys who have done foreskin restoration who will attest to that fact. So I'll just show you this Brighting car right here. That's a very common thing. And yes, I would absolutely love to go to the bar, to the nightclub. But that would terrify me. I would hate it too. I would absolutely stress about that. I heard Osho saying once, don't go there. Don't go to those places. Those places are irreligious. They're the most unholy, godless places ever. And you, as someone who's following your path, they will poison you. They will hate you. Don't go. It's not safe for you. It's not moral high ground. I don't know what would scare me about it so much. Maybe getting rejected. There's this girl I like who would often upvote my posts, and she would also talk to me once in a while, but she would do that every day. And then suddenly she stopped like 5 days ago, and I've been missing her. And maybe I have some kind of fear of rejection. But I'm not the same amount of scared that I am at a bar, for example. Then I'd be very scared. But maybe there's not the same commitment. Commitment, like, I don't mean committed like a promise. I mean committed like, when you approach someone and you make your intentions clear. Whereas talking to someone, who's also being gang stalked, you might like them, you might think they're beautiful, but you also have that kind of a safety net to talk about just being gang stalked. It's not necessarily like romantic. So there's not so much of a risk of failure. If nothing ever comes of it, well, it wasn't romantic to begin with. At least not necessarily romantic. So I used to come here all the time. This is called Victoria Park. And there's some cool bridges that'll be coming up soon. I think I had a pretty good acid trip today. I did some dancing, was into that. But really what I'm most happy about right now is my fucking e-bike. And I'm almost considering maybe I don't need the rear shock, because that'll cost me like $120. And if I had extra $120, I'd buy food. Food is the only thing I really buy. My caseworker told me to do my taxes, and I was like, no, I don't think so. And then she's like, yeah, but they're going to give you a whole bunch of money. And I was like, well, I don't care. And she's like,